University of Wisconsin. Just wanted to ask a question about the expenditures for the Ukraine war, and how does that fit into your budget thinking going forward?
Well, this is not a simple topic. I think Americans almost universally support the courage of the Ukrainian people. I think we all recognize Vladimir Putin as a war criminal, engaged in all kinds of atrocities. I think we could have prevented that. Again, you achieve peace through strength, starting with economic strength. Just about everything this administration has done is weaken this country and go through the litany of horribles. And then this administration did not provide the lethal defensive weaponry up front and visibly and publicly to help deter Vladimir Putin. Once he invaded, because of the courage of the Ukrainian people, he wasn't able to overrun the country. By the way, I think that's pretty much what Biden expected, which is why they offered him a plane ride out. I think they're just willing to let Ukraine fall. But the Ukrainian people fought back. There was a moment in time, I think, had the West acted decisively and provided the weaponry they needed, you might have actually driven Russia out. But that time is past, it's gone. It's not a fair fight. Vladimir Putin, with impunity, can lob missiles in and destroy infrastructure, kill citizens, or kill non-combatant women and children. Ukraine can't do that back to Russia. Russia has, I think, 7,000 nuclear weapons. And they're certainly rattling their saber. Now they're moving nuclear weapons into Belarus, apparently. So it's not a fair fight, it's not a level playing field. At some point in time, so here we are today. I don't see any scenario in which the final result of Ukraine is going to be better than it is today. And it's awful right now. Okay? So that's for everybody, not for Putin, not for Ukraine, not for the, I mean, this needs to end. Okay, so I get really concerned when I hear the Uniparty beating the drums of war. I don't want to bluff or blunder our way to nuclear holocaust. I hear people say, well, this is like appeasement. No, this is not like it was prior to World War II. There weren't nuclear weapons during that moment of appeasement. Okay, now we have nuclear weapons. We need to be unbelievably careful. And I don't want people beating the drums of war, whether it's against Russia, whether it's against China and Taiwan. We need to be sober and recognize the reality situation right now. And this administration has so weakened this country, so weakened our military, so weakened our financial situation. The last thing we can afford to do is blunder into some conflict with China or Russia.
Good afternoon, Ron. I have a question.